Comes to the stage.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to start by saying that Mary Steenburgen also has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It should just be said. And celebrated as well. Guillermo, I get to talk about you, and you're here to my left. It's an honor to be here today to celebrate not only one of the most creative and inventive minds in the entertainment industry, but one of the biggest hearts. I met Guillermo del Toro a long time ago, so long ago it scares the crap out of me. It was 1991. I was a screenwriter working on a film which had hired Dick Smith as a consultant. For those of you who don't know, Dick Smith, he knows. Dick Smith was probably the greatest makeup artist who ever lived. Long before there were CG effects, there was Dick, who turned Linda Blair into the face of the devil, transformed William Hurt in Altered States, blew up heads in Scanners, and helped Marlon Brando become Vito Corleone. As a kid, I'd sent Dick Smith letters asking advice on makeup effects for my student films. He responded every time, as he generously did to anyone who reached out to him. But now we were working together, and I was really excited. And one night, Dick invited me to dinner, and to have dinner with someone who he also had been corresponding with, someone he referred to as a talented young director from Mexico. Guillermo's journals are now legendary. They're these Da Vinci-like books filled with images and stories, pieces of dreams from the depths of his imagination. But this was 1991, before these journals were printed for everyone to see, before anyone had seen anything like this. And there I was sitting at this restaurant on Ventura Boulevard, looking at these images that just blew my mind. This was long before Pan's Labyrinth or Devil's Backbone, years in fact before his first film, Kronos. And I'll never forget seeing those images in that book and thinking, I really have to work my ass off, because this guy was pure genius. I don't think I've ever been so instantly envious of someone's raw and gorgeous talent. I was so blown away by this voice, this vision that was crystal clear even before seeing any of his films. And so here we are on a very weird platform on the sidewalk of Hollywood Boulevard, nearly 30 years later, and I still feel the same way about you. You are a mind-bendingly brilliant creator, a multidisciplinary artist, a curator of the most remarkable collection of art, a man who celebrates otherness and tells stories of unlikely, unusual heroes with hearts almost as large as his own. His creations are often wild and twisted and sometimes terrifying, but this man I love, my only slightly older Mexican brother, this genius I admire, is one of the sweetest human beings you will ever meet. I love you, I congratulate you. This is an exciting day. Thanks, man.
We have a few more.
Buenas tardes, bienvenidos a Hollywood a todos. I first want to start by thanking the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce for providing a place for fans across the world to come and enjoy, now forever, the star of Guillermo del Toro. Guillermo del Toro, you see and love humanity within what many people refer to as monsters. In fact, you have spent your career telling stories with this perspective, allowing us all to find ourselves in the fantasy lands you have created, and in the process, reminding us to be more humane to one another. No one tells a story quite like you, and the world of cinema is greatly improved because of your amazing talent. Do you all agree? The way you contrast ignorance and brutality with love and beauty has won legions of fans the world over. You can count on me as one of them. Thank you for illuminating the best of what we are capable of while reminding us that the darkness lurking all around us must never be underestimated. Nadie cuenta una historia como tú. Y el mundo del cine ha mejorado mucho debido a tu increíble talento. La forma en que contrastas la ignorancia y la brutalidad con el amor y la belleza ha ganado legiones de fans de todo el mundo. Puedes contarme como uno de ellos. Gracias por iluminar lo mejor de lo que somos capaces, al tiempo que nos recuerda nacones que la oscuridad que seca a nuestro alrededor nunca debe ser subestimada. Felicitamos. Please accept this as a token of our gratitude for blessing the Walk of Fame with your presence and your star, Guillermo del Toro. Let's step forward.
Toro Day in Hollywood. And it's now the time that you all have been waiting for. It's time to hear from our honoree. So please welcome Guillermo del Toro.
Thank you. Gracias. May I also introduce amongst us a great Mexican filmmaker, Isa Lopez, great director. Her movie, Tigers Are Not Afraid or Vuelven, is one of the great dark fantasy horror movies of the last decade. So, thank you. Gracias a todos. Gracias a Councilman Mitchell Farrell, Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez, and California State Senate Maria Elena Durazo. Durazo? Sí, creo que sí. Yes. I want to thank Lana. You know, I've always admired and loved that she makes images with music, that it suffuses her songs with mood, intelligence, and storytelling like no other. Whatever, yeah, I don't know what you said, but I like it. I want to thank Terry Press for bringing us today here, and I want to thank JJ. JJ is not my brother because we would fight a lot more if he was my brother, I know. I got into a few fist fights with my older brother. He's my half-brother, but my brother in my heart. We've been friends and supporters and counseled each other through the years, decades now. And yes, the first time we met, I was studying makeup effects in order to make Kronos, my first movie. There are two things that I would like to clarify today about me. Number one, I'm weird. And I really, really love the chance we almost have to be weird, come back, go back to being weird, saying screw everything, go even deeper, whatever we want to do, as long as we keep it as a nurturing thing for our souls, we deserve it. We deserve to be who we are. And the first time I came here was in the 1970s with my family. You know, there was no this particular chain of restaurant back then, but there was the Chinese Grauman Theater. And we walked around and I was looking for the stars of Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney, Alfred Hitchcock, and one that I didn't find, and I will make the point to nominate and finance myself, is Jack Pierce, because he's one of the greatest makeup men and creators in our genre, and he has never been honored with one. I will endeavor myself to try and make this happen. But what I felt with those stars is that there were people that were as weird as me, and they were here. So that gave me hope. And I think this star is for you, all of you that feel weird, to come over and sit for a moment. I don't believe in magic as so, but if I can will a little bit of myself today here in this ground, I will be here. I will spiritually be here for you anytime you want to come. The second thing you need to know is that I'm Mexican. And I am an immigrant. And the second time I came here was when I was trying to finish my first movie, Kronos. 3 of us were living, sometimes 4, in one apartment in a hotel nearby called the Highland Gardens. And we would share a couple of chili dogs from Pink's, and we would look for the cheapest form of entertainment we could find, and that was walking up and down this street. And it meant a lot to me, again, because seeing the names of people that came before me, and as an immigrant, seeing the stars of Pedro Infante, Cate Jurado, it meant a lot. It meant a lot to know that, who came before you, and what does it mean. Right now, we are in a moment of great fear and great division, because that's why fear is used. It's used to divide us. It's used to tell us that we're all different, that we shouldn't trust each other. And these lies make us easier to control and make it easier to hate each other. But the antidote to that is to come together, to realize that those divisions are complete fantasies. When people say you dwell in fantasy, I say I don't. Politicians do. Churches do. I don't. I deal with facts of the soul and the stories. And as a Mexican, receiving this star is a gesture, and no gesture right now can be banal or simple. This is very important that is happening right now, because I can tell to all of you, all immigrants from every nation, that you should believe in the possibilities and not the obstacles. Ever. Do not believe the lies they tell about us. Believe in the stories you have inside, and believe that we all can make a difference, and we all have stories to tell, and we all can contribute to the art and the craft and the world in any way we see fit. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And now it's time for us to unveil the star in honor of Guillermo del Toro. Let's hear it one more time, you guys. Thank you.
Pero que viva más cerquita.
We proudly welcome to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Guillermo del Toro.
frente.
Ay, que la calor.
Para la banda de Guillermo.
Guys, to your right.
Guillermo, right in front of you, right in front of you.
To your right. Guys,
Right in front, right in front.
Nana. Straight ahead, everyone.
To your left.
The other mic down in front, please.
Guillermo, you gotta look straight ahead.
Down in front, please.
Straight ahead. Look at Bob. Look at Bob. You need to turn this way.
¿Qué pasó? Yes. Yes, en inglés.
Nailed it.
¡Ábralo, ábralo!
Oye, el que me fuera a la otra cuadra se ve la estrella ahorita.
Look this way. Look this way. Right here for Bob. Right here for Bob. 5 chairs. Hold on. Guys, right in front. Right in front. That's right ahead, Steve.
Everybody straight ahead. Straight ahead.
Guys, right here. Guys,
¡Guillermo!
¡Eh!
¡Aquí, dona!
guys to your left. Guys together right here.
Everyone right here.
Everybody, right here in the middle! ¡Guillermo! ¡De frente!
By yourself. By yourself.
Guillermo and Michael.
Guillermo, Michael, right here. Michael, Guillermo. We didn't want by himself.
¡Uno solito!
Back up.
Back up a little so we can see the star.
Back up so we can see the star. Just back up.
There we are. Let's straight over here, Guillermo. There we go. Guillermo.
¡Guillermo!
Guillermo, frente.
Ahorita vienen acá, nos van a llevar. Palabra.
¡Guillermo de frente!
Aquí, por favor.
¡Guillermo de frente, por favor!
Guillermo, right there. On the corner.
Didn't miss the opportunity.